This lesson is about long division. It's an area of mathematics that a lot of students don't like. They think it's difficult, but basically, if you break it down into small pieces and keep repeating those steps over and over again, you will eventually get the correct answer. So say we've got 157 divided by 14. I write it out with the 157 underneath the division sign and the 14 on the outside. So now I'm asking myself, can 14 go into 15? Yes, it can once, quite obviously. And what's left over? Well, there's 1, and I'll bring that 7 down. Now, how many 14s go into 17? Only 1 again. What's left over? 3. So I've got a remainder of 3. Now, that remainder of 3 in high school is written in fraction form. So the answer is 11 and 3/14. What about a question like 659 divided by 28? So again, I won't attempt to do the question in that form. I will rewrite the question in my long division format. So 659 goes underneath the division sign and the 28 on the outside. I'll only do part of the sum each go. I'll only use some of the digits. So 28 into 65. 28 into 65. But I don't know my 28 times tables. So off to the side, I work out a couple of things. 28 times 2 is 56. Yeah, that will go. 28 times 3 is 84. That's too big. So all I can get is 2 28s out of 65. And over to the side there, 2 28s is 56. So let's find what's left over. 1, borrow, 9, and the 9 I bring down. 99 is left over. Now look over there, 28 times 3 was 84. So I don't have to do any more working out. I know it will go 3 times into 99, and the remainder is 15. See how you wrote it in primary school? Watch how you write it in high school. There we go, fraction form. The number you're dividing by goes on the bottom of the fraction. What about another one? How about we do, let's say 5,831. We'll be writing that in a moment. Just getting a pen. 5,831. And we divide that by 17. So we're dividing into a 4-digit number, 2-digit numbers doing the dividing. Nothing's going to change. We will write it out in our division format, 5,831 underneath the division sign with the 17 on the outside. And once again, I do not know my 17 times tables. So I'm going to work out some over to the side. 3 17s, 51. Oh, that looks pretty good actually, doesn't it? So I want to go 17 into just the 5 and the 8. Goes 51, 7 left over. Bring my remainders down, or bring the unused digits down, so I've got something to work with. So I want to figure out how many 17s go into 73. Let's try 17 times 4. Now that works out to be 68. How good is that? 4 17s is 68. Find out the remainder. 5. Bring the unused digits down. 51. Ah, look. 3 17s are exactly 51. So this answer has no remainder. Goes in very neatly. 343 is the answer. So what are the steps we want to go through? Number 1. Use only the digits you need. Remember, I didn't use 5,831. I just used the 58. So use only the digits you need. Number 2, work out how many times it goes in. And that may mean you'll have to do some working off to the side, like you can see my pink parts. I didn't know my 28 times tables. I didn't know my 17 times tables. So I worked out some off to the side. And the third step, you need to calculate the remainder. So in our last example there, 58, I used 51. I had to find the remainder was 7. And lastly, repeat the steps 1 to 3. It's pretty straightforward, isn't it? As part of step 3, you also bring down unused digits, so you've got some more digits to work.